Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I have a PR package here from Born Pretty, and it has been a minute since I have done a PR, so let's dig in. I'm just gonna pull it all out here. Okay. I have a base gel and a top coat. I was running low, so I added those. And it has back here that it's good for 3 years. Ultra bright and high glossy. Tells you directions. Oh, look how big they are. These are 15 milliliters. These are so big. So we have gel and a base. Love it. Okay. And we got CG077, and honestly, I don't even remember what types of colors. My fingers aren't working with me right now. This one is a brown, I think. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, it's like a chocolatey brown. Don't mind my child in the background. He's playing on a VR. This one is CG079, which I believe is another brown. Trying to kind of remember. I was thinking fall and like Halloween-y, Thanksgiving-ish. Oh, this is such a pretty brown. Okay, this one looks like it's an orange. This one is CG096. The wrappers are sticking to me. Oh yes, look at this. It's so pretty. Nice bright orange. And the last color is CG083. Oh, a nice dark brown. Okay, good. Good. I didn't really have a lot of browns. So those are the colors. I will swatch these and show you what they look like. And then I will do a design on another day. So stick around. All right, here are the colors that I was sent from Born Pretty. They each have 2 coats and a top coat on them. So it is just a matter of what we decide to do. I am definitely feeling some sort of fall look with these. Maybe I will pair it with some stamping, since I have a bunch of stamping polishes from Born Pretty as well. So we'll decide what we're gonna do, and we will be back.
Alrighty guys, I am back. It is, I don't even know how many days later. I don't know, like 4 days later. But I'm back. I have already gone in with my base coat, and I used the new one that I just received from Born Pretty. I do want to show you guys, this is super duper thick. Like, it is probably the thickest base coat I have ever, it's so thick. So thick. Oh man. It doesn't want to go back in nicely now. There we go. You go in too fast and it's going to go and splooge out everywhere. Okay. So these are prepped. I literally just decided what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go in I'm using 3 of the colors that I just received, but then I'm also going to use this one that I had gotten a while back, which is CG078. So it is just a slightly lighter brown than the CG079 that I will be using also. So this is going to be like a base for me. So I'm going to shake this up a little bit. It looks like it needs a little mixing here. Yeah, sometimes you just let them sit for too long. Oh my gosh, I was having a day yesterday. You know how just like sometimes you're just already not having a great day, and then one final thing, just like is the straw that breaks the camel's back. Yesterday for me, the straw that broke the camel's back was when I was leaving to go to do a Target pickup order, and I got in my car and my car wouldn't start, and I was like, I snapped. I couldn't handle it. I just started crying, and I was like, I am fucking done. So luckily my husband was home and everything, and so I just took his truck. But I don't really like driving his truck just because it's so big, and I mean, like, I love being up high and everything. I just, gosh darn, this hair does not want to come off of here. It's a lot harder for me to see because I am short. Great for him, not for me because I'm a shorty. My husband's almost a whole foot taller than me, so it was just very frustrating. But we got it done. I got my order, and while I was gone, my husband was working on taking the battery out of my car, and that was not an easy task because, I mean, you know, you only replace your batteries really when you need to, and it had been probably 5 to 6 years since I had replaced my battery, so it just completely died. So it was also, like, there was corrosion on it, and so it was not an easy task for him to get it out of there. So he had to go buy me a new battery once I got home. He took his truck and went back and got me a battery, and then he also had to change the connecting terminals, whatever. And so that was a hefty chunk of change yesterday that had to be dropped on the car, which was annoying because, you know, it's one of those expenses that you're not planning for, and you're like, well, fuck. So, yeah. Doing a little bit better today, but still just kind of like in a funk. You know, sometimes we just land in a funk, and it's frustrating. All right, I'm gonna cure these guys now. We'll work on these 2 nails. So, yeah. And, you know, I'm glad, there's never a good time for your car to have any issues, right? But I'm glad that it happened on a day when, do I want to do brown, or do I want to do, hold on, do I want to do brown or orange on these nails? I gotta look at what I'm going to use. Okay, I'll do brown, and then I'll use this. Okay. I'm glad it didn't happen on Friday night because it was an away game, and we were an hour away, and that would have really sucked because there was no just jumping it to get it going. Like, my husband tried because we have like a little portable like battery charger thing to like jump your car for you, you know, when there's like no one else around, and that did not, it did not work. It was just so dead. It was dead. So, you know, at least it happened in my driveway and not while I was away from home, because it wouldn't have been very good for it to happen up the hill. So, trying to put shit back into perspective and remind myself that it's not as bad as it may seem. I know in the moment, sometimes it's like, oh my god, it's the end of the world, and it's easy to just, at least for me personally, it's easy for me to just spiral when I have multiple inconveniences at once just start piling on. It's like, oh my gosh. So, yeah, it's, at least it happened there, in my driveway, and not while I was away. So, that is that. Our football teams, let's see, here's the colors. Our football team did not win, but we didn't lose. We had a tie, and apparently for high school football, there is not overtime. So, it was just a tie, but at least it wasn't a loss because we did not start out the game well. I don't even think we scored our first points until third quarter, and it was frustrating. You know, it was the other team's homecoming, and so I think they kind of were getting a little favored here and there on calls. But it was a good game. A player did get hurt, so what was frustrating about that was, so the stands for the visitor side, which I was on the visitor side, they are not very tall, and so I think there was only like 4 rows, right? So not much height to them at all when you're trying to watch a game, and we were sitting all the way at the top, and a player got injured, and they ended up having to bring the ambulance around. And so the ambulance parked right in front of where we were. Okay, fine, whatever, you know. But the ambulance was totally blocking a play that happened, and it was my son's, like, tackle of the game, like, his only tackle of the game. And so I was like, son of a bitch, dude. Like, I'm glad the kid was okay and everything, you know, he wasn't, I had to take him to get x-rays. So, I mean, hopefully he's okay and nothing was broken. But, I was like, damn it. Freaking ambulance blocking my view. I missed my son's play. And that was the only one he got. So I was like, gosh darn it. But, you know, again, perspectives. The other kid, you know, I'm glad he was okay. So, yeah. I don't know what that sound is. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I think maybe it actually might be like somebody's getting their carpets cleaned somewhere nearby. So loud. Not the best time of year to start getting your carpets cleaned. It's starting to cool down. Our high today is only like 68 degrees. I'm like, brr. And like in the sun, it's okay, but like overall, I'm like, brr, that's chilly. That's chilly, but that means it'll be an actual like fall weather feel for our game this week. It's our last home game. Oh, last game of the season, but our last home game also. Oh, so I didn't even finish my thought. I'm all over the place right now. So the varsity team did not win. They unfortunately got their asses handed to them, and they lost 52-0. We were tied 14-14. So I'm like, ooh. But, and we could have. We could have freaking won by one if they wouldn't have tried to do a 2-point conversion and if they would have just tried to kick the extra point. But the last couple games, they were actually doing pretty well with running in 2-point conversions. So that's what they were trying, and so we ended up just being tied. But if they would have just kicked that extra point field goal, then we would have been able to just go up by one and, you know, been able to walk away the winners. But whatever, it's fine. But yeah, the varsity, oh man, ouch. But our varsity team did make it to the playoffs. That was only the 3rd game they've lost this season, so they had a pretty good record for the year, better than last year's, and they made it to the playoffs. So I don't know when we find out, but they're going to be pulling some of the players from JV to join the varsity team for playoffs. And I'm like, that'd be cool if they pick my son. And he kind of wants them to pick him. I mean, he did really well this year. He got a lot of tackles and stuff, so I'm pretty proud of him. So, I mean, as much as I'm ready for football to be over, like, I would be excited to see him play in some playoff games. So we'll see, but then also, I'm definitely going to make sure I go to the award ceremony if we have one this year, because last year, I don't know if I ever hit start, last year my son was given an award, but we didn't go to the ceremony because of whatever reason, I don't even remember at this point, but he never got his award, and so coaches were like, oh yeah, we'll hold it for him in the office, he can come pick it up. Do you think my son ever went and picked it up? No, and I didn't go pick it up for him because I'm like, mommy can't do everything, you gotta do some of these things yourself, kid, come on. So whatever, it's frustrating, but yeah. So, alright, I'm going to get these into the lamp and get my stuff set up for the next part of what I'm going to do for the design, and yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, oh, I know, I forgot one thing, I forgot to do one thing, oh my gosh, I need my rubbing alcohol. Okay, and I did forget one color still, but whatever. Oh, I have about an hour till my kids get out of school, so I'm like, I gotta be kind of quick. Alright. We're going to go with one of my favorite things, which is the patchwork designs. So we're going to my lines are not going very well today because I am apparently a little shaky. I gotta switch laundry over still. It's never ending. I had to go grocery shopping today, like, all the things. And I started feeling like really overwhelmed just about the groceries because I'm like, I hate having to be the one to go and do the shopping. I put it in the cart, I freaking unload it out of the cart onto the thing to pay, and then I bag it, I put it back in the cart, and then I get to the car, I have to unload it into the car, and then I get home, and I have to freaking carry it all in, and then, oh my gosh, I have to put it all away. Like, I'm starting to get really annoyed. Just some of those, like, mundane tasks are just, like, really starting to get to me, you know? I don't want them to be, but it's just the way it goes sometimes. concentrating, so apparently I can't talk. Sorry! I worked a lot last week. I ended up working 3 days, and I originally was only scheduled 2 days. And so I was going to work on Tuesday for one teacher, and then another one called in sick, and they didn't have any subs for him. And so the teacher I was going to work for was like, I'll just come in, and you're going to go to that class. I'm like, okay. So then I texted him, and I was like, hey, if you're still not feeling well, like, I got you covered tomorrow if you need me. Like, don't worry about it. And he was like, okay, thank you so much. He's like, yeah, I'm going to end up taking another day. I'm like, cool, I got you. So I got Tuesday, Wednesday for that one. And then Thursday I was what's called a roving sub. So it's where we just like go around to like classes that just need a sub for short periods of time so that teachers can go to like meetings or whatever. So I did that on Thursday. And then on Friday I did 5th grade. And I subbed for the class that I'm going to sub for the one where the teacher is out on maternity leave. And I'm going to sub for her in December because they won't let subs do more than 30 days in a single classroom anymore. So this is dumb. Oh my gosh. Getting a spam call in the middle of a video, it's annoying. I think I need a little bit more orange in this nail. What do you guys think? I'm gonna do it coming off of this one. Okay, I'm gonna cure this one. I already have orange on here, so let's start with orange. Your patches don't all have to be the same, like, shape either. They can be different shapes. I'm trying to go more like a triangular on this one. I think I'm gonna end up having to do 2 layers of the orange on this one. I just realized I don't have any like yellow Born Pretties. I need to get some bright yellows. All I have is a pastel from like their spring collection. I'm like, what? How did that happen? How on earth do I not have any other yellows from Born Pretty? Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Who am I? Function! Sometimes my fingers just do not function with me. You know what I mean? Like, they're just not working. And they don't have to be perfect. Why? Because patches aren't perfect. Right? Actually, I don't know why I'm messing that up. I do need this. I still want the brown again. Okay, now let's throw some orange in there. The orange isn't really as thick of a color either because it's kind of a jelly almost. So it's like hard to get it to where I want it to be. I thought I had other oranges and yellows from Born Pretty, but clearly not. I'm like, oh. Like, my Born Pretty collection is literally mostly pinks. Mostly pink! Alright. I'm going to go over these oranges again. I feel like the orange needs that extra pick-me-up. I'm really concentrating, guys. Touch up my orange here. Let's see this one, my Pura Vida hood. I want that opacity to be a little bit better. Oh my gosh, so when I was at the grocery store, I bought some ground beef, and I bought 2 pounds of it, and apparently I already had some at home, but I didn't remember that I had some. I was thinking I didn't have any, or I thought I only had one, and so I was like, well, I'll buy 2 more. Well, I already had 2, so I'm like, cool, I won't need to buy ground beef next week, that's fine. But the ground beef that I buy is normally like $4.98 a pound. It was over $7 fucking a pound today. I'm like, are you for real right now? This is stupid. This is fucking criminal. Like, the prices of shit is off the charts, expensive. It's fucking criminal. And I am so sick of it, dude. I am so sick of it. So they're charging us arm and a leg to fucking buy food that isn't even fucking healthy. Like, they're poisoning our food supply, and we're still supposed to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pay that price without freaking complaining. Like, well, we already know they're fucking tripping. They're insane. The powers that be. Ooh, I'm so ready for them to be taken down. And I don't just mean, like, our current government. I mean, like, the real puppet masters that are the ones controlling everything. The real powers that be. Because, yeah, we'll just stop there. We don't want to get my video flagged because I go on a freaking crazy rant. Alright, we need to cure all these guys again. I gotta get my black. I'll be right back. Alrighty. I will be speeding this part up, so I probably won't really talk, so enjoy. But be sure to check my description box if you are interested in trying out Born Pretty products for yourself. My lines aren't as fine as I wish they were, but I'm struggling. I'm like super heavy-handed right now. I'm trying not to be. They're coming together. They're coming together. Finally, it stopped. That sound was so annoying. But I didn't want to shut my door because, I mean, it's nice to have the airflow. That was a really wide one. Oh, shoot. Alright. Got to cure. Alright. Now we go in for these. A little long, I didn't make that stitch to go that wide. It didn't come down all the way. As soon as we add the little like stitch marks, it like really comes together. Patchwork has always been one of my favorite designs. Alrighty. Oh, fuck! Oh my gosh. Okay. This one jumped off of my freaking thing and landed in my lap. It doesn't look like it's too bad, but I do see a hair in here. Oh my god. How did it just jump all the way off? Sorry for screaming in your ears. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now for these two guys. Let me get that out of the way here. Okay. sticker sheet just fell down too. I think it's good. I don't want it to be too much. So yeah, we're gonna roll with it. Alright. Just to save a couple minutes on this video, I am going to top coat without you guys, and I will be back to show you the final look, and then I'll just have to get pictures.
All right, and here is the final look. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for being here and being a part of my channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much to Born Pretty for sending me these beautiful fall colors to try. I love them, and I hope that I made you proud with my design. If you're interested in trying any Born Pretty products, be sure to check the description box for my link and discount code, and then also scroll down for all the discount codes that I have available for you. I just gotta get these on and take some pictures, and that will be it. So thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!